Hello everyone and welcome to the Edmonds Racing Preview Show. We're back here at the Perch ahead of a huge weekend of racing for the team, headlined by Mimi Lagarde and Alpine Edge contesting big summer carnival races this weekend. Before we get into that, welcome fellas, and huge...
Morning, Adam.
Huge, morning, it'll come out in the afternoon though, that's the only difference.
It's
9:40. But yeah, no, great week, and another best bet for young Trent Edmonds, Tioga Pass getting the chocolates.
What's that, 4 in a row?
I think so.
Not meaning to pat myself on the back, but in form. So that's good. Nothing else to say.
Good win though, and good to see the horse break the maiden for Bill and Di Houston.
Yeah, they've been great clients of ours now since they've come on board in Alpine Edge actually. And really lovely people. Our first winner for them in their colours, and I think they bred him as well. So.
Yep.
That was awesome. He looked like he was going to win by further, and he actually just fell in. So anyway, he won, and that was the main thing. Blinkers went on, and we went up in journey. He got the job done.
He was very polite. He wanted to stay with the pack, didn't he? He had him covered, but then he just wanted to stay with them. Social play.
It could be about 100 metres beyond his distance range too.
Yeah, he might have been out on his feet.
Most of the things out of the family are really fast, I think, aren't they, Trent?
Yeah. So anyway, he got the job done.
Yes.
Yeah, Bill and Di happy?
Always happy, a winner, stoked.
Very good. All right, well, good stuff there. And just speaking of, with the best bets, I know you didn't fare so well, but you had got a couple up in recent weeks. So maybe I'm proposing in the new year we do a proper tally and keep you honest. What do you reckon?
We battle it out.
If you like.
Sounds good to me.
We'll start it. We won't start it now. We'll start it
a bit
in the
more.
new year. Yeah. All right. Well, also some big news during the week, guys. The synthetic track, which is probably you can see behind us, the new poly track here at the Gold Coast Turf Club is open for business now, and you guys were lucky enough, one of the first trainers here to have horses gallop over it. Start slow work, I guess, and build into it.
Yeah. So probably the first project I'd imagine anywhere that's finished
Pre-time.
before time.
Yeah.
Including house building, anything.
Oh, anything, yeah. But, it's a great job and well done to everyone involved. I know Turf Club have been so good throughout the whole process. They managed the whole situation really well, and, they provided a track for us that you'll see there as well that we were able to use whilst this new one was getting built. So thankful to them guys for, being progressive and doing that. And we've got a friend here somewhere.
Yeah, we've got a Maggie. He's just here.
He'll be right. There he is.
He'll go. So anyway, big congratulations. Thanks to everyone involved, Racing Queensland, Gold Coast Turf Club, all the staff here at the Turf Club who've been very patient, all our riders, and who have had to manage different situations. So they've all been very, very good through the whole process. And now this track's in, something we've been waiting for 10 years.
It's been 10 years.
I think it's about that. As I mentioned, it's been through 3 or 4 different governments, different CEOs of Racing Queensland,
Different CEOs of here as well.
Yeah, three CEOs of here. So I think we're on to our third one in that period. So it's been a long, drawn-out process, but finally we're here, and next stage is the course proper when that gets done after Magic Million Day. So that'll be exciting as well, and the plans for this whole precinct are
A1.
out of this world.
Yeah, no, you're right. So great for you guys as trainers and obviously owners and your horses. So
Yes.
Just talk us through the for owners and the horses, the benefits of the poly track. So it's all weather, so you can train on it, gallop on it, rain, hail or shine.
Yeah, rain, hail or shine. So in previous times you can go back to the last 6 or 8 months here with the La Nina, all the wet weather we've had. It's been a nightmare. This surface can drain at 110 mil an hour, I believe. I went for a walk with Nevish over it, and he walked me through the whole drainage process and how the track actually works. It is unbelievable how it drains. Similar to Randwick, similar to they've got one in Flemington, but the Randwick one drains similarly to this, and they've had an extremely wet time through them. We're quite friendly with the Snowdens, and we've had horses down there ourselves, and you don't miss a day's work. So, look, we're looking forward to it. I'm quite sure that our horses will become sounder And as I mentioned, each day doesn't have to be Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Any day of the week we can, work on this track, and we're going to have the same uniform surface. Is what we're looking for.
How good, and as you say, it's all part of the bigger picture, isn't it? So exciting times here, and just on Tobin, he's been walking a bit with Navesh. He was talking about walking the course properly with him the other day. Is this a regular occurrence?
Well, I suppose you just got to keep your finger on the pulse and know where we're at, and might take a little bit of adjusting to train on the new surface and whatnot, because the horses get over it different to other surfaces, I should say. But once you get your head around that, then it should be pretty smooth sailing. And one thing I will say is that us here, compared to a lot of other centres, at times we've either struggled for grass gallops or adequate jump outs. Now it's going to be a thing of the past. So that's going to allow us to get our horses fitter, quicker, sounder, and winning more prize money and better returns for our clients, which is the name of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, how good. Sounds great. All right, well, some great news during the week with all that happening. Let's get into the action. Got runners at both Mullumbimby Friday and Doomben with the twilight meeting there. Let's chat about the Mullumbimby runners. Tobe, I Am Voodoo looks to break his maiden for the Sejourno team and partners over the 1100. He finished sixth first up at Ballina. What do we make of that run, and what are we expecting here second up?
I think it'll improve second up. We sort of rode him a tad too far forward. I think we drove him up into it, and he got caught in an awkward spot and didn't finish off at all.
He got galloped on as well.
And he got galloped on, so that took a little bit of time to tidy up, but he's fine now. He wasn't at Ballina on Tuesday, just gone, but he drew poorly, and that's a tight turning track. He hasn't drawn much good on tomorrow either, but still, it's a bit better surface, bit better circumference, and we'll run tomorrow from even though he's drawn a little awkward. Would have liked to seen him draw a bit softer to declare him, but he can figure in the finish here for sure.
Okay, so expecting I Am Voodoo to be competitive in the red and gold colours.
Yes, that's right.
All right, Trent, Pretty Az is the next run on the program. She's also looking to break her maiden in the fillies and mares version of the same. It was a good run last start when second here at the Gold Coast.
It was a good run, and that horse, I think, that beat her has got good ability. We were out the back and sort of just ridden a little bit steadier than previously, which was fine, and she really hit the line hard. So soft barrier tomorrow, she's effectively ready to win.
Yep.
And not much else to add. She should just get the charm run just behind the speed, peel out at the right time, boom.
Okay, I like it. So expecting both of those runners, two of the three, headed down to Mullumbimby to be competitive.
Yep.
And then this guy as well, Divine Courage, represents the same team in the same colours, the Magpie colours that we just had our little friend here. Trialled well recently behind Cool and Ready, and that's pretty good form for this.
Yeah, I thought he trialled nice. He was only average out at Bow Desert his first trial, but his second trial back he trialled good. Matthew McGryan trialled him, and he's riding him tomorrow, so he just give him a really soft time, and he actually towed him up to the line. I thought his trial was as good as any of those in that trial. We had 4, I think, in that trial. So, he's had a couple of chances. Maybe first up he's probably not as effective. Maybe he might take a run to get going, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him run really well either. I think he's fit enough. Just going back to the races, how he first time for a little bit might just take the edge off him.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds like three good chances.
We had blinkers on him in the trial, and we left him off for race day, but just to make him do a bit, because he was pedestrian in his first one. But
so worth noting, that for sure. All right, well, it sounds like he might be in for a good preparation, though.
Yep.
All right, Doomben Friday. Dark Horse is the sole runner for that twilight meeting, and also has an option here at the Gold Coast Saturday. So I guess you guys have got some decisions to do, but he's been as consistent as they come. And the last start Gold Coast winner.
Last start Gold Coast winner, had all the favours. Probably got to the front very soon, like he jogged up to them, as you'll see on the replay, and didn't win by far, but I think he was feeling the track, so any sprinkle of rain overnight will be fine, and that's worth noting that obviously Doomben on the Friday would be rain affected if it does whack down. Eagle Farm on the Saturday, it should be sweet, so providing there's no rain in the 24 hours leading up or whatever. But Dark Horse, in good form. He's got to step up again. It seems like a pretty handy race for that kind of grade. I think he's about 15 to 1 or something. Get across. If there's any rain, good each way chance without being too stupidly confident. But you know what you're going to get with him. He'll be on speed somewhere, and he's nice, tough, hardy gelding. So he tries hard every time. So good each way chance without sort of going too stupid.
He's pretty reliable, isn't he?
Mr. Reliable.
All right. Good luck to Connections there. They've had a great prep with Dark Horse. All right, the big one, Eagle Farm Saturday, 2 feature race runners, and Indian Dreamer gets things underway. He's the first of the 3 runners in a benchmark 80 handicap over the 1600. He was a good run again last start, made up good ground to finish 4th and had a couple of excuses.
Yeah, we drew bad, and Martin sort of he actually began okay, and he sort of went to go forward, and then he went to come back, and then he sort of got stuck out in limbo, and then he had to end up being right back, and he made good ground late, so his run was pretty good. He gets a really good run Saturday from a good barrier. He races well at Eagle Farm. He does like Eagle Farm, so miles, whether it's sharp enough for a mile, I'm pretty confident he is. He sort of we haven't really done a great deal of fast work with him in between. He sort of had a bit of a tune-up gallop Tuesday morning where he galloped nicely. So I think he can run really well, from that barrier. He gets a lovely run. As long as he gets clear ground somewhere, he'll be strong through the line.
The long straight will help.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he likes Eagle Farm races well there.
Okay. All right, well, good luck to the Lucky Clover team. They've also got the big fella in the next one, Alpine Edge, who returns in the listed Bribey. Trent, you guys have made mention of him, and in the recent weeks heading into his first up run, happy with his trials, and you're pleased ahead of his summer campaign?
Trials have been good, work's been good, barrier not good.
It's no joy.
It's carnival time again. They just shove him in the outside.
So, look,
barrier 12.
He'll be 12 or 12.
Anyway, we're not whinging.
No, he'll be 3 wide line. Hopefully, bit of cover, sort of second half of the field. Free flowing run, chime in down the middle. Very sharp horses drawn down below, like Shooting for Gold, obviously. Race super during the Melbourne Spring Carnival, early Spring Carnival, and horses like that have already had a couple of runs. So we'll see how we go. Just
got
pity
no weight.
No, he doesn't. But it's a pity he didn't draw
half over, but
soft.
Yeah, if you drew soft, then you don't have to worry. But you just ride a nice, patient race. Unlike Shooting for Gold, who draws 1, and seriously, it's going to get the best run in the world. I think we might even have to just neck him and go back behind him and just ride for luck. I think that's probably. First up, could he win a 1,000-metre race anyway? Our goal is sort of second and third up, so whether he may just need this one for...
Knock the cobwebs out.
Knock the cobwebs out, yeah.
I guess, and that's the saving grace, isn't it? Obviously not ideal with the barrier, but
it's a bit tricky,
it's the start of his campaign now.
He's a bit tricky because, he's a big colt. You think the more you do with him, the fitter he's going to get, but it's not the case. He's actually becomes dour. The more you gallop him and the further you get in deeper into his prep,
very quick.
Yeah, he gets really dour really quick. So, a couple of the owners were out at the trials the other day, saying, "Oh, geez, he looks really, really gross." Well, that's him. He's better off that way than tucked up and hard fit because he just becomes slow. He'll get slower and slower. That's what he does. So less is more with him, if I can say that. And we're pretty confident. We've got a goal. It'll be third up, Magic Million Day here, where the second up is either the Falbalon or the King of the Mountain. There is 2 goals this time, not Saturday. So whatever he does Saturday, he'll improve on. But he is going well. Both trials have been really good. Loved his trial out there the other day. Put him away really quickly. And changing rider too. Martin Harley on him. He's a good, strong, aggressive rider. Might just be not that. Robbie's not strong and aggressive either, but different set of hands.
Just a change.
Yeah, change it, bit of change up, different rider on. We might just get a bit better result.
Okay. Yep. Well, good to see him back at the races, regardless. And as you said, all roads lead to Magic Millions Day. So good luck to the Lucky Clover team there with those 2. And then Mimi, she lines up in the $250,000 gateway. You've got a Stradbroke ticket up for grabs here. Obviously, last start winner, and we spoke about her at length last week after her win, and how's she been since then?
Super, really good. Loves Eagle Farm. 1,400 should be no problem, or won't be a problem. Some good speed, even though she's drawn, I think, 11 or 14. There's a couple with good speed drawn outside of her. We'd love to see her maybe in front of a couple and not sort of last, spotting them a dozen lengths or something stupid like that. If she could be in front of 2 or 3 in the run, just track something in and unimpeded run. Basically similar to last start. Try and replicate how she won the Gold Edition. Just loop them and show her turn a foot on a hard track.
Not get too far back and clear air.
Yeah, he's just got to make it begin. Like he did a great job here the other day.
It was a fantastic ride the other day.
Had a couple
Absolutely
of rides on her, and she's not actually like the push button type. Even though she's got a really electric turn of foot when you let her rip, you actually got to make her do it. She's a filly or a mare now that's you know, you just can't. You get over her neck and just let her go. She'll get out the back. The back, she'll be 3 lengths last. You know, you've actually got to be able to. And he did as he mentioned in his post race interview, he said I had a couple of rides on her. He knew her and knew what to do. Trent gave him a really good running down on how to ride her, and he was
Not really. I just told.
well, that's what he said.
That was a lie. So I read that on RaceNet. That was. I'm not going to swear.
BS.
But it was what I told him. That was a bit of poetic license, I think you could call it.
Yeah.
I said, if you don't get to the outside and get her clear running, I'm going to put one on your chin. That's what I said to him. That's word for word.
Chinning?
Yeah. That's what.
Wow.
So that's what I said.
Lucky
RaceNet didn't write that.
Lucky you're close. Yeah, you just throwing yourself even further in there.
No,
dug it further.
No, I read that RaceNet thing and I said, that's not true whatsoever. I gave him one instruction, and that was to make sure she's out into the clear outside horses. Otherwise, I was going to put one on him. And he did, so it was good.
Lucky you've got a good relationship with Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
It's all tongue-in-cheek stuff, by the way.
That's right, exactly. He wouldn't really put one on your chin.
No.
Too scared.
Anyway,
good riding, Andrew, last
Don't go Will Halbert style, no.
He just needs a equally as good ride on Saturday, and she'll be in the finish somewhere.
Okay. Well, there's a fair bit on the line too, isn't there? So with that Stradbroke Carrot, as well as great prize money. Obviously, it's not stakes level this race at the moment, but the prize money's unbelievable.
Yeah, we had an option of going to the stakes race, but she's already a dual stakes winner anyway, so that you can't enhance it much unless you're in a group race, which the Just Now wasn't. So this was more attractive, for the Stradbroke ticket, as you say, and Eagle Farm 1400. You know, so it just ticks a couple of boxes now.
She comes back down to 55 kilos. It's set weights. I think the favourite is coming off a dominant Class 3 win at the midweeks.
What's the favourite?
You tie Antino. You tie that form in. The start prior to that just beat Funny Money at the Sunshine Coast. Funny Money, I think it was called Funny Money, come out and got rolled by Storm the Fortress here on the same day that Mimi Lagarde won. So you tie that form in. Those type of horses got to give her 2 kilos. Can they do it?
Well, they shouldn't
Hopefully
be able to.
not. They shouldn't be able to. So pretty bullish.
Pretty bullish, and no doubt she'll feature in the top 4 of the tipsters' tips this week, do you reckon?
What's that show called?
Playbook.
Playboy. Book.
I just thought I'd throw that one in.
Nathan will get it right this week. Come on, Nate.
That was a stinging blow. Well done.
Surely the Gold Coast gets a mention this week.
Yep, and Mimi.
Hey?
All right, well, they're the runners. Some good insights there from the fellas. So anyone watching at home, you've got the rundown and tactics and all. So can we find 4 in a row? Can we go a 5 for the best bet?
I say Pretty As tomorrow at
I knew you'd do
Mullumbimby. Well, it sticks out, doesn't it? I'd play it safe, mate. Pretty As tomorrow at Mullumbimby.
Just a straight drive.
Yep.
Down the pitch.
Yep.
Toad.
I'm going Mimi.
Mimi Lagarde.
Well, that's safe, isn't it? I think so. Now she's in form.
Made a fair case.
You know, and as we mentioned, we sort of knew where she's at, and like I thought she got up pretty good here Tuesday morning, and yesterday morning she didn't do much at all. She had a light swim, and I took her for a walk around the thing. She's really pumping and buzzing, and jumped on my foot and dragged me around. So she's pretty well.
Okay.
Which is not normal for her. She normally drag around like that, you know. So she got a bit uptight, and she's pretty fresh. So we're quite confident she's ready to go again.
Yeah. Well, I can tell when you guys are happy to keep talking about her, then you're
How long
pretty
we got?
keen.
Another 10, 15 minutes?
That little red light's about to...
Yeah, that's right. But all right, well, they're the runners. You got the best bets, and good luck. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thanks, Ed.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.